So I guess we'll start with Andrew, who's on my thing there. Andrew, how did you find today?
It was fantastic. You know, I'm a believer in everything happens for a reason, and it was meant to be that Marcus was going to talk about the subject because it's really it's hit home a lot of things. So yeah, thank you so much, Marcus, and thanks Chris and the team for having me in, and Elizabeth for inviting me. Thanks.
Thank you. Pauline, you're next on my list there. So with your fancy background, tell us how you thought today was.
Yeah, I found it really interesting. I, like Costa, made lots of notes. Yeah, I'm trying to work out how I can work all that in with my stuff, and definitely thinking about the emotional aspect of how I can appeal to the clubs. So yeah, it was very interesting. Loved it.
Fantastic. Good to hear. Now, an old friend, feels like the furniture, Phil's back, and he's got lots of books as well. Tell us how you thought today was, Phil.
There you go, Chris. Thanks for letting me know that Marcus was coming on. So it's great to be back among friends. A few familiar faces, a few new faces. So just a lot of sensational content there. And if we get the recording, make sure we go back and watch it. And I'm sure Marcus could add his book, The Persuader, to the list he was putting there before. So thanks.
Yes, thank you. Now, someone who I was chatting to yesterday decided, hey, that sounds really interesting. I think I should jump on. There's two of them, but I'll start with Tom first. Tom, what did you think of today after I dragged you in to come along? So.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. You were right. It's right up our alley. Sarah and I love thinking about why people do what they do. So it's a bit of the Simon Sinek stuff. And this is another layer, another lens on going deeper than the benefits and the results of what you sell, and digging into how people make decisions. I've written a couple of books down to read. So right on point, and thanks for inviting us. It was terrific.
No problem. I'll give Sarah a chance to have a chat if she wants to as well about what she got out of today.
Yeah, no, thanks. Very interesting. And I think just, especially at the moment, as Marcus has acknowledged, you know, it's a different environment for everyone at the moment. So how can we maybe do things a bit differently? One of our services is career transition, which you can imagine is probably going to take off. But also there's a lot of competitors out there. So it's got me thinking about, well, how can we tap into those emotional desires in a different way than maybe some other providers? So we actually get them the results. So yeah, it's been very thought-provoking. So thanks for that.
No problem at all. Now, only because some of our Ballarat members don't normally get to come along to these events, and it's a unique chance for them, I will ask Nicole, who does actually work in the industry that probably buys a lot of what Marcus is saying, to apply it to what you do. So Nicole.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Really enjoyed the presentation and to be online with everyone. And I use some of these techniques as well. That what is important is something that, yeah, I use a lot and also teach. And it's just so invaluable. If you can pitch to somebody using their values and their emotions, they're so much more likely to engage in your services. So thank you. It's been very informative and I've really enjoyed it.
Great.